Hello and welcome back to Mr. Brig Plays. Today we're back on the Arcology map in my Cities Skylines series. We're carrying on from where we left off last time. We'd upgraded our industry areas. They're all now at least 2 stars. Oh, they're all actually exactly 2 stars. But we should be able to get those to go a bit higher today. One of the main things that's holding these back is actually the amount of jobs. I'm going to need to create more buildings in there so they can get enough workers. But at the minute, the jobs that are already there are not getting filled. So it's really not worth doing that until we've boosted our population some. Now, in the last episode, we did unlock the high density zoning tools. So I'm going to convert this area here into high density, and also this area here will become high density. This one I'm leaving as low density. As I've explained before, there's going to be a ring of lower density, a ring of higher density. It'll just give it some nice variance when the city is massively developed later on. So let's resume the simulation. And we're going to start getting to work on converting this area into high density. So, I think what I might do first, I'll just take note of which areas I've got. Okay, so it's just these areas we've got as actually, I am going to pause the simulation while I do this. So if we just unzone the entire island and then rezone the bits where I can see buildings, and then I'll just go back in and replace those inner bits with a commercial. Sure, someone is probably screaming at me going, there's an easier way to do this, but I'm not entirely sure there is. Not when I've got roads this finicky. I've not gone with a standard grid sort of setup that you would have seen a lot of people use before. I'm not super different to that, you know, these blocks are still in blocks, but you know, I'm not going to become particularly reliant on that form factor of trying to cram as much in as I can. So here's what we need to change to high density commercial. Right click to undo, left click and drag to repaint that. Right click and drag, unpaint it, left click and drag to repaint it. Obviously you can just go and use the dezoning tool, but it's just quicker to do the right click method. This is probably going to be quite the shock to my city when I unpause everything, so hopefully it doesn't completely bankrupt me. I've got like 2 million in the bank, this should be fine, it should be able to recover. So let's unpause, let's just see what happens. It should be fairly swift because we've got a lot of demand for residential. These areas should start to rebuild pretty quickly once they Well, not a lot's happening, is it? Another... some things happening down here. That's a mistake. I didn't actually mean to zone those areas, so let me undo that. Just check the others. I don't know quite what I'm going to do with those areas, but yeah, I don't want any residential in there just yet, because I don't want to upset the traffic. Oh, it's struggling with something. Wonder what was going on there. Okay, I think some of these are perhaps rebuilding. That still says low density. I did repaint them with high density. They'll get there eventually. Let's go and do the same thing on the island up here. With this one, it's actually super simple. Just got the high street. I'll just undo everything. Redo everything. And that. Should be good to go. Get rid of that part. I don't think we're really going to need those anymore. Go back to being used as areas for services and such. And just like with the last one, let's get rid of the stuff in the middle. Yeah, do something with those areas, but because those roads are so small, I don't think I want that sort of traffic stopping to pull into those buildings all the time. Okay, I mean, there's something going on this map, isn't there? Why are these not... They're now residential zoned in areas where there's no zoning. This should be automatically demolishing. Got the auto bulldozer on. One of my mods must be conflicting with it. Oh well, let's grab some stuff. If it's not going to play the way I want it to play, oh, I don't want to actually do a drag and delete all the buildings. I was going to delete all of the service buildings as well. Maybe pause and fiddle with those things, see if that can kick it into gear. I bet you I've still got anarchy turned on. Have I got anarchy turned on? Turn anarchy on, anarchy off. That is strange. Okay, so I'm just going to reload the game. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I had to disable a few mods, enable some others. I think I just saw a little bit of that in the fastest mode. Oh, there we go already, 7,000. Is that unlocked for us? New buildings, trains, and that's good because there are a lot of train lines knocking about, so I might actually have to start using the trains. Particularly, I'll be using the trains for cargo. Tech housing. We got cargo terminal, that's good. We're definitely going to need that. That in the industrial area. Shouldn't need any of that. Okay, back to the game. Speed it up again. And let's just see what happens. Are those buildings going to start demolishing again? Some stuff is growing. Okay, so they're just not... I wonder if something changed in the game. It used to be that if you de-zoned an area, all the buildings would just immediately start to despawn. I wonder if it's the plop the growables thing I've got. Let's have a look, shall we? Growables. Doesn't look like there is. Go what? I need to uncheck that. I think that might have been the problem. Let's just have a look. Like it appears to be happening slowly but surely. Particularly those these areas are doing it. Why aren't residential areas? Oh no, they are. If we look over here. Oh, that's definitely high density. Okay, it must just be going to take some time. Okay, in the meantime, let's have a look what's going on over here. Oh yeah, so look, we've got loads more workers now. So a couple of the areas have already gone up to level 3. Oh, got our next area. Oh, fantastic. So it might not look like those buildings are upgrading, but they must be. Because we've just more than doubled our population. Okay, good. Water treatment plants, crematoriums are good. That's going to be useful. Okay. Water towers. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's speed that back up again. So, let's pop a little bit more down in our ore area. Now, We've already got in here our main building, a couple of grinding mills. We don't have the glass one. We do now. So what we'll also need then is a warehouse for glass. Not on empty, so it gets exported. And our available jobs are 280. Okay, we're going to need some more of these, aren't we? Let's have a look. What else can we do? Okay, the underground ones, I'm pretty sure they've got a pretty small footprint. We'll plop a couple of those down. That's now going to be able to get to 337. Okay, definitely going to need some more. What else have we got? Seabed mining. Don't think we'll be able to use that. I mean, it says we will, but and let's just see what that does, shall we? Oh, it's an underground one. Some things. Oh no, I just didn't have it selected. Okay. Yeah, that would need to be on the outskirts. Okay. Let's think. What else can we pop down? Put our glass manufacturing plant. Rotary kiln. Workplace is 65. What are these? Workplace is 45. Take our small industry road. Okay, I guess we're doing it here. Do one of those. I might just continue that on. Just a touch there. So now we've got some more area for building. Take a couple of, get one of those in. Okay, we can fit one in. Just gives us something a little bit different in terms of what we're seeing. Let's see, how has that got us? 384 potential workers. I think I do need another glass plant in there, probably. Nowhere in that area that I can currently put it. Yes. I delete that. Get on there. So we've got 2 glass plants, 2 rotary, 2 kilns. Something went up to 4-star, and it was this area. Good. That is starting to look a little bit more busy in there. Have we got something I can flood the ground in with here? Make it look a bit more industrial. Oh, there we go. our ore area. Fill it with some gravel. Fantastic. What have we unlocked there then? Underground ore mine. Large underground ore mine. Put them in there. Just a couple of small underground one. Get one in there. Okay. It's looking a little bit more busy, that area there. Let's have a look then. Because we've got a lot of demand for industry, so we definitely need to expand this area a little bit. How's it going on over here? Got plenty more high-rise buildings. Low density, high density. So they are slowly replacing, but not quite at the speed I would expect them to do it. But that's okay, because everything going forward in these central islands, I'll be building it directly out of high density, so it shouldn't be an issue. Our petroleum area. Let's get this one up to 4 stars as well. Do that. So we've got our oil drills, got our large pumps. Now, in terms of producers over here, we've got one making petroleum, 2 making petroleum. Thing we can do is plastics. So let's couple of plastics and a warehouse for them. Pumps. That's upgraded itself. Yeah, so the oil industry ends up being not particularly dense. All of the buildings are really small. So we'll have to, I think, do a little something with whatever's going on here, just to make it look a bit more interesting. I think I might start with popping the gravel down over here as well. Do a little bit of that, because they're both our dirty industries. Now let's just scoot along the outside here and don't want to overstep boundaries of it too much. Okay, that looks good. Got our plantation area. Now with this place, we're already running out of room, so let's do one of those straight through. Of those, I think, as well. Give us some more road area. Let's pop some more farming stuff down. So, now we've got 2 flour mills. It's fine. Now the other thing that industry areas produces animal products. We've already got our animal products. Just be a case of placing down some more of the same. So, got some larger fields now, medium ones. Pop a couple of those down. Some more animal pastures. Like that. Plenty of animal pastures. Probably too many. So in order to counteract that, more crops. Starting to look a little bit more busy. Jobs available now. 325. My goodness. This rebalanced industries mod really seems to screw with how many jobs you got. Milking parlour. Workplace is 70. Work barracks. Place a couple of these about because they also give jobs and they will also boost the production of this area. Okay, and there we go. It's gone up to level 4. Just got the forestry area now. Now this looks lovely because of the trees we've popped in there. Let's something with the road as well. Bit of that so we can fit some more stuff in. Saplings. Now we've got our sawmill. Let's pop in paper mill as well. Storage for that paper. Get it around the outside somewhere. To do it inside here. Too bad. Okay, so we'll say empty, and then we'll say paper. One for paper already. Oh, we've now just got 2 paper plants. That's fine. We'll just delete this second warehouse. There's no need to have 2. So we've got the sawmill giving us our plain timber, got a couple of those. Okay, no, that should be fine. We're up to 4 stars, that's good. So all of our industries are getting up there in terms of the amount of stars. Now we've still got a huge demand for industry. So, is it going to be worth taking these areas over here, turning them into street? These are here. Okay. Yep, industrial demand's now starting to come down. Okay, population's looking a lot higher. Upgraded our areas all to 4 stars. We'll get 5 stars at some point soon, I'm sure. We're making an absolute ton of money, just as I expected we would be. Yeah, I think that might be good enough to leave that there for now, guys. So if you enjoyed what you saw today, it's a bit of a different episode. We had a few more glitches than we're used to seeing. Flummoxed me a little bit. I hope you didn't mind my rambling too much. So yeah, if you enjoyed what you saw, drop a like down below. It really will help. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.